morning, my name is Kevin Bowser. I'm one of the sales and leasing specialists at Cutter Buick GMC in Waipahu, and I would like to introduce to you the all-new 2017 Buick LaCrosse. The LaCrosse entered the Buick lineup in 2004 Ford and 2005 model year, replacing its predecessor, the Buick Century, as a mid-size sedan. However, through a drastic redesign in 2010, it was upmarketed as a larger, more premium sedan. 7 years, a ton of technology, and one more bold redesign brings us to the third generation LaCrosse, which is what we have here. The LaCrosse is available in 3 different trim levels. They are the Essence, the Preferred, and the Premium. The work of art before you is the Premium with the manufacturer added Sight and Sounds package, Sun and Shade package, Dynamic Drive package, and the Driver Confidence package. I'd like to direct your attention to the MSRP label. This label here gives you important information such as EPA and crash ratings. As you can clearly see, you'll be getting 31 miles per gallon highway, 21 miles per gallon city, which gives you an average of about 25 miles per gallon overall. It has a 5-star crash rate safety rating and a 4-year 50,000 mile basic warranty and a 6-year 70,000 mile powertrain warranty. You also get the added convenience of 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot and OnStar, but I'll talk more about that later. Now, as we move to the front of the vehicle, I'd like to point out how the beautifully sculpted proportions and the smooth, clean lines flow elegantly into the fully functional molded front spoiler and fascia. This sleek, modern design encompasses everything that luxury and performance should be, stemming from the high-intensity wraparound headlights, the chrome trim, and the very distinctive Buick triple shield grille centered in front of the waterfall, the emblem centered in front of the waterfall grille. The low slung design helps in the aerodynamics, which aids in performance and fuel efficiency. Now, under the hood, easy lift hood, that's the beast behind the beauty. It is a 3.6-liter V6 variable valve timing engine. It produces 310 horsepower at 268 foot-pounds of torque. That's more horsepower, torque, and fuel efficiency than the Lexus ES350, and more horsepower and fuel economy than the Infiniti Q60 Premium Edition. 310 horsepower, 268 foot-pounds of torque. Those are respectable numbers for any sedan. But all that power and torque is completely useless unless you can transfer it to the road. And that's why the LaCrosse employs an 8-speed automatic transmission, which makes merging on the highway traffic or accelerating after a stop smooth and effortless. It utilizes a 5-link rear suspension of hyper-strut front suspension, which provides a smooth, comfortable ride. Top all that off with a 19-foot steering radius, almost a foot shorter than the Ford Taurus Limited. The electronic steering system gives the LaCrosse an ease of maneuverability that is second to none. Combine that with StabiliTrak, which is a system of sensors that continuously reads road conditions to optimize the LaCrosse's handling, and you have a perfectly balanced combo of luxury, performance, and drivability. But with great power comes great responsibility, and eventually you're going to have to stop. That's why the LaCrosse boasts a 4-disc Dura-Life anti-lock braking system that uses a 12.6-inch rotor in the front, an 11.3-inch rotor in the rear, and a 4-piston caliper system. That's bigger rotors than the Lexus LS350, and is sure to bring your LaCrosse to a non-screeching halt because it is an anti-lock braking system. The LaCrosse also has standard safety features such as crumple zone technology, breakaway engine mounts, and 10 standard airbags, one being in the knee position. But it also boasts a vast amount of technological safety features too, such as front pedestrian detection and braking. The car can detect pedestrians in certain driving conditions and apply the brakes to avoid an imminent collision. You have blind spot monitoring, which uses a radar zone to detect vehicles on the right or left of the vehicle. The zone goes 10 feet behind the vehicle and a lane width on either side of the vehicle. You have rear backup camera, backup sensors, rear cross traffic alert, and one of my favorite is lane change assist. The radars in the rear of the vehicle can detect a fast approaching vehicle on either side up to 230 feet away from the vehicle, notifying you when it is safe to change lanes. But Buick safety isn't only about brakes, sensors, and airbags. It's how all these many components work together to provide you and your family with a force field of protection. Now I'd like to direct your attention to the addendum sticker. This gives you a breakdown of dealer added options, such as VTR, which is vehicle theft registration. It's an acid etching in the window to make the vehicle more easily identified in the event that it is stolen. It also gives you the resist all. Back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, automobile manufacturers were using a lead-based paint. That paint was strong, durable. It provided a high shine. It resisted scratch, chips, and sun fade. But it was very bad for the environment, and it was horrible for your family. Today's auto manufacturers now use a water-based paint. It does provide a high luster shine, but it is not as resistant or as durable as the old lead-based paints. Resistol is an environmentally friendly coating that is put on the interior and exterior of the vehicle to protect it against sun fading, sun cracking, chips, scratches, bird droppings, or whatever else Mother Nature decides to throw at it. Now, as we proceed to the passenger side of the vehicle, I would like to point out the patented Buick vents and how they complement the smooth, clean lines. These innovative design cues, combined with 20-inch polished aluminum wheels, gives the LaCrosse an elegant stance and a look of motion even when sitting still. But the LaCrosse isn't just about the driver. It's about the comfort and convenience of the passenger as well. And with 37.2 inches of headroom, 42 inches of legroom, combined with a power air-vented seat, your front seat guests are sure to enjoy the drive as much as the driver enjoys the drive. Rear-seated guests will sit in luxury as the bucketed bench seats encapsulates and holds them securely in place. Combine that with 38 inches of legroom, rear AC vents, a ton of cup holders and storage space, and a rear panoramic moonroof. Your rear-seated guests will get the feeling of being luxury. As we proceed to the rear of the vehicle, I'd like to point out how the lines flow freely into the wraparound rear taillights, the molded rear bumper, and the chrome trim around the dual exhaust. Here in your bumper, you will have your rear cross-traffic sensors. The sensors detect moving vehicles coming from the right or left in the event you're backing out of a parking space. You have your rear backup sensors, and located just above your license plate, you have your backup camera. In the trunk, you have a huge 15 cubic square feet of space, and that nearly doubles when the rear 60-40 split rear seats are in the down position, which is achieved simply by pulling these levers and folding the seats down. That's plenty of space for a couple of golf bags or whatever other sporting equipment you may have, as well as a family trip to Sam's Club or Costco. One of the most alluring things that all higher-end luxury vehicles, such as Mercedes, Cadillac, BMW, Audi, they all have in common is an exceptionally quiet ride. And the LaCrosse will not disappoint in that category either. Please join me to the interior of the vehicle. The LaCrosse is designed to provide an incredibly quiet ride. It uses noise-canceling technology, which cancels out road noise using the vehicle's stereo speakers before it gets to you and your passengers' ears. Combine that with high-quality noise-deadening material, triple sealed doors, and an acoustic laminate coating on the windshield, it provides you an escape from the everyday noise, every day. So when you're relaxing, listening to your 11-speaker Bose sound system, all you hear is clean, crisp, musical enjoyment. You'll also enjoy such refinements as wood paneling on the doors, the dashboard, and the center console. In front of you, you have large digital and easy-to-read analog gauges, and a driver heads-up display, which gives you information such as navigational direction, speed, and fuel range. The driver information display gives you engine oil life, tire pressure, blind spot monitoring warnings, and you also have a vast array of steering wheel controls that allow you to manage everything from phone calls to cruise control. You've got leather seating, dual climate control, heated power air vented seats, sports car inspired paddle shifters, and a driver sport mode, which adjusts the way the vehicle shifts and accelerates to give it more of a sports car feel. Now, I could sit here and talk another 15, 20 minutes about the precision and the functionality of the LaCrosse, but there is absolutely nothing I can say that can compare to a hands-on demonstration. Since you're already in the vehicle is started. If you don't mind fastening your safety belt, we'll take it on the road and I'll demonstrate these features in a more real-world application.